turbulent central for many nations transitioning into democracy from a dark and turbulent past. Meanwhile, Ramaphosa stressed on the importance of trade and investment ties that Austria has with South Africa and how it can grow even further. And still in Africa, Oman's foreign minister within the week joined his Egyptian allies the ceasefire and returned to the negotiating table. The two ministers also discussed the ongoing conflict in Gaza. Egypt's Foreign Minister Badir Abdelati told reporters that the situation is extremely complex, adding that the Israeli side must decide quickly on the ceasefire. Abdelati noted that Egypt is ready to host an international ceasefire has been reached. And on the foreign scene, Israel has decided to send a delegation to Qatar today for proximity talks with Hamas on the latest proposal for a Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said he had accepted the invitation despite what he described as the unacceptable changes that Hamas wanted to make to plan a presentation by mediators from Qatar, the US, and Egypt. Recall that on Friday, Hamas said it had delivered a positive response to the proposal for a 60-day ceasefire negotiation, and he also said it was ready for negotiations. In the meantime, hundreds of rescuers have been deployed to search for a survivor in central Texas after flash flood killed 43 people, including 15 children. The sheriff of Kern County, Larry Lithia, said rescuers will continue to search until everyone is found. He noted that 27 children remained missing from a Christian youth camp located along the river, and about 850 people have been rescued so far. Elsewhere, US President Donald Trump has signed the policy bill a day after it was narrowly passed by Congress. The signing event at the White House enacts key parts of the Trump's agenda, including tax cuts, spending boost for defense, and the immigration crackdown. Reports say there was a celebratory atmosphere at the White House as Trump signed the bill ahead of the Independence Day. Fireworks and a military picnic attended by the pilots who recently flew into Iran to strike three nuclear sites. Trump told supporters that the bill will unleash economic growth but must convince skeptical Americans, as polling suggests many disapprove of parts of the bill. Meanwhile, the White House in the course of the week said that the US has halted some shipments of weapons to Kyiv as Russia's war against Ukraine has intensified. White House spokesperson Anna Kelly said the decision was taken to put America's interests first, following a Department of Defense review of US military support and other countries for assistance and support. The US has sent tens of billions of dollars in military aid to Ukraine since Russia launched its full-scale invasion in February 2022, leading some in the Trump's administration to voice concerns that the US stockpiles are too low. Reports say the Ukrainian government has not commented on the announcement. And still on the foreign scene, Thailand's constitutional court during the week suspended Prime Minister Pentogotan Shinawatra, who has come under mounting pressure to resign over her leaked phone conversation with former Cambodian leader Hussein. The clip in which Pentotan called him uncle and criticized a Thai military commander sparked public anger and a petition for her dismissal. which the court is now considering. Reports say the decision would make Pentatotan the third politician in the powerful Shinawatra clan, which has dominated Thai politics for the past 2 decades, to lose power before completing their term. The Constitutional Court voted 7-2 to suspend her while they consider the case for her dismissal, and she has 15 days to present her defense. In the meantime, Deputy Prime Minister Surya Junkrankit will serve as the country's acting leader. On our business news, the federal government within the week fixed July 23rd and 24th, 2025 for a national stakeholders forum to address mounting concerns over petrol pricing and supply dynamics in the downstream sector and growing agitation by independent marketers for price regulation. The planned summit, organized by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority (NMDPRA), is expected to bring together industry operators, marketers, refiners, and government officials to deliberate on petroleum pricing standards, field stock adequacy, and strategies to also stabilize the deregulated market. The executive director of the hydrocarbon processing plants, installation and transportation infrastructure at the NMDPRA, Francis Ogari, confirmed the date and summit at the just concluded 24th Nigerian Oil and Gas Energy Week held in Abuja. The director further stressed that dialogue is necessary to build a resilient pricing system in the post-subsidy era. Elsewhere, the Dangote refinery during the week said it will absorb over 1.07 trillion naira annually in its plan to distribute fuel directly to marketers nationwide. The refinery said it invested over 720 billion naira to implement the initiative of deploying 4,000 compressed natural gas powered trucks for the nationwide distribution of petroleum products. The initiative, they said, is expected to save Nigerians over 1.7 trillion naira annually, which aims to eliminate transportation costs for fuel marketers and large-scale consumers. It is also expected to help reduce pump prices and inflation. According to a statement, the aim was to meet Nigeria's daily consumption of 65 million liters of refined petroleum products, which includes 45 million liters of premium motor spirit, 15 million liters of diesel, and 5 million liters of aviation fuel. And still in business, the Nigerian Upstream Regulatory Commission for Petroleum (NUPRC), in the course of the week, has disclosed that efforts of the Nigerian government to mandate the upstream oil producers to allocate a portion of their output to domestic refineries were resisted by several companies last year. According to a report by the Commission, the oil firms resisted supplying crude to the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and other local plants, citing various reasons. As the regulators strive to enforce the domestic crude supply obligation, DCSO, it was said that oil producers submitted formal letters requesting waivers or outlining why they could not meet the monthly crude volumes allocated to them under the DCSO. Reports say the resistance came despite multiple engagements and the gazetting of the production curtailment and domestic crude supply obligation regulations in September 2023. And still to come in the news, 3 teams qualify for the 2025 Club World Cup semi-finals. Do you stay with us? Welcome back to Spectrum News within the week, and many thanks for staying tuned. Now we go back to the rest of the news stories. In health, Nigeria's coordinating Minister for Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, during the week said that Nigeria's approach to health issues considers the interconnectedness of human health, animal health, plant health, and the environment. Speaking at the inauguration of a ministerial advisory committee for the planning of the 2026 high-level ministerial conference on antimicrobial resistance, Pate also announced that Nigeria will host the fifth Global High Level Ministerial Conference on the Antimicrobial Resistance in Abuja in 2026. The 2026 conference aims to deliver bold outcomes that would shape global AMR strategies ahead of the 2026 UNGA High Level Meeting on AMR. It will provide a platform for countries to share innovations, scale up the best practices, and commit to achieving AMR related 2030 targets. The minister said Nigeria took an integrated approach to dealing with issues of health, human health, animal health, plant health, and the environment, which are all interconnected. Meanwhile, the National Health Research Ethics Committee of Nigeria, NHREC, within the week announced the commencement of its electronic protocol submission platform known as the NHREC e-portal. The committee said that the move marks a shift in the country's health research landscape as it introduces a digital, streamlined, and secure platform for the submission, review, and approval of research protocols across Nigeria. According to the NHREC, the public rollout of the portals followed its initial unveiling on October 4th, 2024, after which the platform underwent several phases of testing to ensure functionality, security, and ease of use. The chairman of the NHREC, Professor Richard Adegbola, in a statement, expressed appreciation to the Federal Ministry of Health as well as the developmental partners and sponsors for their technical and financial support throughout the developmental process. And still in health, the Community Association of Pharmacists in Nigeria, ACPN, during the week raised alarm over what it described as a silent but dangerous epidemic ravaging the country's youth and endangering national stability. The group said the surge in drug abuse across Nigeria has evolved from a public health concern into a looming national security threat. The drug specialist warned that unless urgent and coordinated prevention strategies are adopted, the crisis could spiral into unmanageable levels. Speaking in a statement, the national chairman of the ACPN, Eze Igwe Kama, expressed concerns over the widespread substance abuse, most with youths increasingly falling victims to hard drugs, diverted pharmaceuticals, and unregulated access to potent medications. The pharmacist's body called for tighter regulations on the supply chain of controlled drugs, increased public awareness through media and schools, and a more empowered role for community pharmacists in delivering early intervention and educational services. And now to sports, where the now qualified for the semi-finals of the 2025 World Cup, Paris Saint-Germain has become the latest side to progress to the Final Four following a 2-0 victory over Bayern Munich yesterday. The Champions League winners claimed victory despite finishing the match with 9 men. They will now face the winner of the Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund quarter-final. The other semi-final will see Chelsea take on Fluminense. And in the meantime, West Ham have rejected a £50 million offer from Tottenham for Mohamed Kudus. The Ghana international is open to a move away from the London Stadium and is prioritizing a switch to a Champions League side. Spurs fit that bill after qualifying for the competition, winning the Europa League. Reports say talks are ongoing with West Ham, open to letting the 24-year-old attacking player take his leave. And still in sports, The Super Falcons are set to start their campaign against Tunisia today for the 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. The majority of the top stars in the team will maintain their regular numbers at the competition. Six-time African Women's Footballer of the Year, Asisiat Oshoala, will wear jersey number 8, while Captain Rashida Dajibade has sticked to her number 15 shirt. Reliable goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie will wear jersey number 16, while the respected number 10 shirt is reserved for Benfica midfielder Christy Ucheibe. Rock-solid defenders Osinachi Ohale, Ashley Plumtree, and Oluwatosi Demihi will don jersey numbers 3, 5, and 14 respectively. The Group B encounter would hold at the Labri Zauli Stadium, Casablanca by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. In our entertainment news, Nigerian singer and rapper Oladotun Alade, popularly known as Dotman, has said that he regrets relocating from Nigeria to the United States. The Star Life Crooner revealed that he has been struggling in silence since he relocated abroad. He explained that he has not seen his kids in 2 years and also wished he never relocated. And lastly, in the news within the week, popular American singer Young Noble, a member of Tupac Outlaw's rap group, is dead. The rapper reportedly died by suicide at age 47. His colleague at the Outlaws group, EDI Min, announced his passage in a post on his Instagram page. While revealing that Noble died by suicide, Idi Amin called the attention of the public to the realities of mental illnesses and urged individuals to always check on their loved ones. And that's all we have for you at this time. Do ensure to follow us on our YouTube channel, all of which you can find on our website spectrumtv.ng. You have been watching Spectrum News within the week. I am Rita Inu. Do well to enjoy the rest of your day.
Spectrum TV, broadening your horizon.
Broadening your horizon is what every living being not only genuinely desires, but heartily pursues and intentionally invests in. For in the gathering of men, only those whose minds are in tune with the dynamics of the past, present, and future innovations, inventions, politics, and governance are respected. They are Spectrum Television, and broadening your horizon is our obsession. Rescan your decoder now to connect Spectrum Television on the frequency 12589, symbol rate 26250. That is frequency 12589, symbol rate 26250, polarization horizontal, and join our online community at spectrumtvlive.ng. For further enquiries, please call 0704 158 56 7742 or 0704-541-7707. Spectrum Television, broadening your horizon.